Today on College Football 26, I'm going to be simulating the career of Bryce Underwood, the #1 overall recruit in the nation on College Football 26. Will he live up to the hype of a 5-star and the #1 recruit in college football, or will he become a bust? Let's find out. In Bryce's freshman season here, he is up to an 82 overall at 18 years old as a 5-star. Bryce would then lead Michigan to a 10-2 record, winning his first 4 games in big wins. But then in his next 2 games, he would lose to Wisconsin and USC, but then he would win out, going 10-2 on the season, as we saw. Also, here's a look at the college football playoff bracket. He has the number 3 seed, as obviously that is a first-round bye. Bryce went on to play 15 games with 243 completions for 371 attempts, 65% completion percentage, 3,069 yards, 20 touchdowns to 4 interceptions on the ground. Now that is not him. Anyway, back to Bryce Underwood. He had 298 yards on 189 carries, 109 carries, not 189, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns. Anyway, here he would win first team All-Freshman, not All-American, but still an All-American, which is good. But Zachariah Brandt would end up winning the Heisman here in year number 1, and for their playoff game, they would end up playing Miami, or they would end up drawing Miami. And here we are at the Rose Bowl. Michigan and Bryce Underwood, they are hyped up. Everybody's hyped up, even the fans are. Well, obviously the fans are going to be hyped up. But anyway, here, first snap for the Miami Hurricanes. I don't know why I said first snap. We're in the 4th quarter, 3 minutes left. Michigan is up 20-13. Carson Beck has a chance. He's going to throw it to number 0. I am not going to know any of these players. I am so sorry. But anyway, Miami has it, 2nd and 5, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Carson Beck is going to throw it. They're going to get the first down. And that's probably going to bring up the 2-minute warning now, as it will bring up the 2-minute warning. Are we going to get some stats or not? Okay, anyway, here, Carson Beck, let's see what he can do. He's going to snap the ball. Throws it to his running back, but he's going to drop it. I assume that's his running back. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention on that one. That's on me. But anyway, here, Carson Beck is back at the line. 2nd and 10 now. Great check down. Here we go. Oh my gosh, he's got some space down to the 47. Very good play there. 1 minute, 35 seconds left. Let's see what these Hurricanes can do. Hopefully they can get into field goal range soon. I mean, it wouldn't really do much for them, but oh my gosh, wide open receiver there. Big hit too. Oh my goodness. As now they are at, what is that, the 34? Yes, it is the 34. No, it is not. It is the 32. Don't know where I got 34 from. But anyway, here, Carson Beck, the snap. Great. I thought he dropped that for a second, but he didn't. He's actually going to get the first down. I was not expecting that. Did not see that coming, but they're going to rush over. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. Can they get the snap off? Which obviously they're going to get the snap off. I mean, it's a 40-second play clock. I don't know why I thought they wouldn't. But he could take the check down, but it's going to have a wide open receiver in the end zone. It's going to be 20-20 now. It's going to be tied up, but let's see if they can nail the field goal here. You never know. Maybe they could block it. Hopefully Michigan can hear the kick, and yeah, that's going to be good. But now it is Bryce Underwood's chance here. They have it at their 30. Let's see what they can do with it. Are they going to tie this game up? It's already tied. But he's going to take a loss here. He has negative 14 yards today. That really sucks. I mean, he's just a freshman. I think he'll be fine, right? I think he'll be fine. But anyway, here, 44 seconds left. Big. It's only going to be just 1 first down. Not even at the 50 yet, so I think my might have cut out there. But injury timeout for Giovanni Almati. I'm going to have no clue who these guys are, like I just said, but whatever, you know. Here we go now at, what is this, the 42 now. See what they can do now. Motion for number 80. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be a handoff, which is odd. I mean, you're not in field goal range yet. I don't know why you wouldn't, or why you would run the ball. I mean, maybe they have a good kicker. Who knows? But, oh, they're going to pass it now. Oh, my goodness. What a play. Maybe they could get into field goal range if they run it now. I can see why they would run it now. Oh, bit of a cut there. My gameplay glitched, but who cares? Whatever. This is pre-recorded. Who cares? Anyway, here, big run. Are they in field goal range now? I don't think so. Miami's going to be using all of their timeouts up now. But here we go. The pass or the run probably. It's probably going to be a run. I think they're going to end up going for a field goal in the end game. But here we go. Yep, it's going to be a run. Can they get the first down? They do. Now they just got to kick a field goal. That's all they got to do. Here you go now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Field goal's up, and it's good. Michigan is going to take this Rose Bowl victory 23-20. What a game it was. Michigan then obviously advances to the next round, and they're going to play Clemson in the Fiesta Bowl. And straight dominance from this Clemson Tigers team, 34-7 win over the Michigan Wolverines. Just pure dominance. That's all I have to describe this. I mean, what can you do? It's a young Michigan team versus an experienced Heisman winner, well, projected Heisman winner in real life, quarterback in Cade Klubnik, which, I mean, what's this Michigan team supposed to do realistically? But that will be it for the season. Let's see. And there goes my mic again. Michigan would end up losing to the eventual national championships in the Clemson Tigers. That was a weird way to say national championships. 26-21. I don't know why I said national championships 2 times. I meant to say national champions. Who cares? Whatever. Next clip. But yeah, Bryce Underwood will stay with the Michigan Wolverines sophomore season. He is now up to an 87, which is absolutely insane. I actually skipped over training results here, but yeah. His power's at a 97. That's absolutely insane. 99 throw power. I didn't even realize that. But 89 speed, I mean, I thought he was known for speed, but he's going to have silver downhill, bronze steer extender, bronze option king, bronze dot, and platinum teal mobile resistance. I said platinum teal. That's embarrassing, but let's see how Bryce Underwood can do as an 87 overall sophomore. I don't even know why I said teal. I don't even have a list. Why did I say that? Anyway, Michigan will finish 9-3 on the season. They lost to Oklahoma, lost to Penn State, and they actually lost to Michigan State this year, which is absolutely weird because that never happens. Who cares, though? It's college football. Anything can happen. That's why we love it. But thankfully, they did win to the rivals Ohio State, which is good. But anyway, in the college football playoff bracket, they're going to be playing Ole Miss in the first round. So let's get into that. And I would usually show it, but it was kind of a low-scoring game. I didn't really want to. It was kind of just boring. But 10-6 would be the final score. Michigan would beat Ole Miss. And up next on the schedule for Michigan is the Peach Bowl playing Louisville. And I don't really want to show gameplay in these simulations, so I kind of just skipped that. Sorry if you wanted to see that, but anyway, Michigan in the second round of the the Peach Bowl, which it's not the second round of the Peach Bowl, it is the Peach Bowl, will beat Louisville, surprisingly, the number 2 seed, which I mean is Louisville. It's Michigan, what are you going to do? But they have Ohio State next on the season, but let's get into that. Also forgot, just have to show, I did not force win. If you have any suspicions of me forcing wins, I did not. But yeah, I guess in the regular season, it was just a test in the regular season because don't let the score deceive you. It was 38-3 for most of the game. They scored 21 unanswered. I thought they were going to come back, but no, they did not. Ohio State is going to be taking home, what's it called? Why can't I think of what it's called? The Sugar Bowl, right? Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's going to be the game. And is that DJ Lagway? That's DJ Lagway. I have to see. That was DJ Lagway, was it not? I swear to gosh, that was DJ Lagway. I know that was DJ Lagway. I know it. I knew it was DJ Lagway. I absolutely knew that. Let's go. That doesn't matter. Anyway, it's a rematch of the 2025 National Championship as in 2027. Don't ask that it says 2026. That doesn't matter. It's wrong. Ohio State would beat the national championship, winning holy stutter. Ohio State will win the national championship, beating Notre Dame 37-31. On the season, Bryce will play 15 games, 270 completions for 418 attempts, 64 completion percentage, 3,443 yards, 23 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, which honestly, it's actually pretty good. Don't know why I thought that was bad, honestly. I don't know why I paused there. Whatever it was. Felt like eternity waiting for that clip to be over, but Bryce would rush for 441 yards and 152 carries for 3 touchdowns. And Bryce would actually not be named to any All-Americans, any awards in general for some reason. But Heisman would end up going to Preston Stone on Texas Tech, DJ Lagway's on Ohio State, Avery Johnson on Ole Miss. What is going on? I have no clue. But anyway, year number 3. Oh my gosh, I think my mic cut early, my fault. But in year number 3, Bryce is a 91. Has some pretty solid stats. I mean, obviously, he had 99 throw power, which is insane. I mean, he's basically maxed out if you don't include that max elusiveness or 2 quickness or however many accuracy it was. He let his abilities the same, and he actually only has 1 bar in his career health, which I guess he's solid on that. I don't know. But anyway, let's see how year 3 shapes out. And year 3 was really good. An 11-2 season. 2 losses coming to Texas and Penn State. And in the conference championship, they would beat USC 31-25 in the conference championship, obviously, which, yeah. But I'm surprised. Somehow still 0 All-Americans. I don't know why that is. Also, no awards. I already checked that, so that's a little odd. But anyway, as for the Heisman winner, it would go to Caleb Odom. Was he always on Ole Miss? I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into his... Oh, I know he has a bye. I forgot about that. Also, Keelan Russell here is my next career stimulation. So, sorry if you didn't want spoilers or something for that. But yeah, he's going to be my next career stimulation. Not that it matters, but let's get into just whatever it is. I don't even know what it is, honestly. But... yeah, okay, so they have LSU in the second round in the Rose Bowl because they had that first round bye, which, okay, you know what, I'm not going to go through that. I don't know who LSU beat, but we can just check that after we do this college football playoff bracket. But here we go now, just a big game, 38-20. It was just a big win for us, honestly. No use in hopping into it. I already said I probably won't hop into games. I don't know why I hopped into this one specifically, but yeah, let's get into the next round. And yeah, I said I'll probably just jump into important games, and this is an important game, the national championship. Michigan is in the national championship against Clemson. Also, I just want to say that I'll probably only hop into games and future simulations, probably just only for big games, for college only though, because I'm not hopping into any games in Madden. But 14-3 here. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry. If you want to see that, maybe I'll do a poll asking if you want to see that. Maybe, who knows. But anyway, Michigan's going to take home the national championship 28-13 over Clemson. What a national championship that was. A little bit low scoring there in the first quarter, but who cares? It's the national championship. In New Orleans here. It's like, wait, no, that's Las Vegas. What am I thinking? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's in Nevada or Las Vegas, whatever you want to call it. But the 2028 national championships, your Michigan Wolverines. I don't know why I say national championships when I mean to say national champions. But there we are, 89. I thought that was Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood is not white. Oh, no, there he is in the background. Oh. Okay, there. Oh, my gosh, I have not seen that animation yet. Is that new? I think that's a new animation, but... Oh, there he is, Bryce Underwood holding up that national championship trophy. Sorry if I sound weird or if I'm stuttering a lot. I mean, first of all, that's natural, but second of all, I am also kind of coming down with the sickness right now. But here we go, etched into the history books, all time in college football. I don't know, my brain is way too slow right now because I'm sick. Obviously, I just said that. Don't even know why I said that, but anyway, let's get into Bryce's career stats. 16 games played, obviously, 73% completion percentage. We're just going to ignore that. 4,379 yards, 97 yards, 4,397 yards, 37 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. I wasn't expecting 10 interceptions in your junior year, especially as a 91. Oh well, but anyway, 495 yards on the ground, just 1 touchdown. That was a bit of a weird year. Kind of a weird year, but anyway, Bryce is going to enter the draft round 2 projection. He has no persuasion chance. I'm going to try to persuade him really quick. He's going to say no, which I mean, it said none. 0% persuasion chance. I don't know why I tried to. I cannot speak right now. I am so sorry, but career stats, 45 games played for Bryce, 902 completions on 1,374 attempts, 66% completion percentage, 11,384 yards, 81 passing touchdowns to 26 interceptions, which is, yeah, that's not good. But anyway, on the ground, 1,180 yards, 45 games played, which obviously, yeah, and 450 carries, whatever. And yeah, 6 touchdowns, and that's going to complete Bryce's college career. Now, let's get into Bryce's Madden career simulation, see where he goes. Let's get into it. Alright, sorry for bad voice last clip, or the last few clips actually. Bryce Underwood is here at a 73 at 20 years old. Also, I've been sick, so that's why just why the voice for me hasn't been good. So yeah, I'm better now. But this guy, Heath Brenner's 6'8". I did not see that. Out of all, I mean, Bryce Underwood himself, he's tall at 6'4" for a quarterback. But also, here's all his stats if you want to see him. Sorry, I recorded these clips a few days out, and I'm completely improvising all these clips. So yeah, here's a look at him. I basically just wrote down what he looked like. I had a formula for all the stats and everything, which is just multiplying by 0.9 or 0.95 if I'm feeling like it. Basically, if it was lower, I would do 0.95, and if it was higher, I'd do 0.95. Or sorry, 0.9, but whatever. Here we go on the draft. Will he be first overall? Obviously, we saw he's projected around 2, but no, he will not be the first overall pick. Sorry for the quote once again, but anyway, here he is I did not mean to do that. He is projected 25th overall. This is a weird glitch. I don't know what this is about, honestly. He's projected around 1 to 2. Actually, his stock is 25. But I'm actually just going to go ahead and simulate to my user-controlled team's next pick, which he will not be inning selected at all in any of this, whatever. But anyway, will he be selected by the Lions? No, he will not. The Titans, maybe he will not. The Jets probably need one at this point, but they will not take him. They will go with, I cannot read that, no. I'm kind of far away right now, my bad. But the Texans or the Bucks don't pick him up. Neither do the Ravens. So I'm just going to go ahead. It's pick 16, so I'm just going to simulate to the end of the draft. But yeah, he fell out of the first round. As you can see here, I already pre-recorded all of this, but second round, will he go? There's a quarterback that just went. The next quarterback, that's not him. He falls out of the second round, too. Will he go in the third round? Here's another one, Braden Allen. That is not him once again. Let's see, will he fall out of he falls out of the third round, but second overall pick in the fourth round is going to be the Chargers. I don't know if I like that, especially because I have Justin Herbert right now, but he is a 73 overall with hidden development, which I gave him superstar development because he had, or I guess I should have gave him star, now think of it. Well, I re-recorded all these clips, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, here's all his ratings and stuff if you want to see. Obviously, I made him superstar. As you can see, I probably should have changed that to star because he had star in college too, which it doesn't make a difference. But anyway, here I just want to show Justin Herbert is not on the Los Angeles Chargers. He's not on the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't know where he is, but let's see where he is at the start of the season. Is he still a 73? He's still a 73, okay. But where did Justin Herbert go? Where did Justin Herbert go? We got to see that. Okay, yeah, so he's still in the league, but he is on the Ravens. And they still have Lamar Jackson, right? I saw that, right? Yeah, they still have Lamar Jackson. Why? This is confusing me. Look at this QB room, though. Oh my gosh, and you got Jimmy Butler as your QB3. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, here's a look at Justin Herbert's in a Ravens jersey. Yeah, that's a little odd. But anyway, let's get to the end of the season now. They went 9-8 on the season for the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said the Chargers. But anyway, that will give them the 4th seed in the playoffs. First in the AFC West, obviously. And yeah, as for stats, it's looking like Bryce Underwood, if my past self could actually hurry up, 4,070 yards on, I'm just not going to say that, 28 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. I did not mean to do that. Sorry, you can see this is my first video. It's pretty obvious. But anyway, here Bryce would run for 316 yards on 17 carries, 4 average yards per carry, and he would score a touchdown on the season on the ground. In the playoffs here, the Chargers would be eliminated in the wild card round to the Browns 13-10, and it will be the Cowboys and the Browns in the Super Bowl. In said Super Bowl, what's the Super Bowl 63, 64? I don't know, but the Browns would beat the Dallas Cowboys 17-9. Myles Garrett would take home Super Bowl MVP, and Bryce Underwood would get Rookie of the Year. Well, Offensive Rookie of the Year, but here's a look at the past Super Bowls. Now in year number 2 here, Bryce is now in an 87 overall at 21 years old, surprisingly. Guess he's like a Jaden Daniels type of guy where he's really good, but yeah, he is doing very good. He is still a superstar, obviously, but yeah. And if you're wondering, as for the Chargers, they are an 88 overall
And a bit of a down year here in year number 2 as the Chargers would go 7-10, missing the playoffs, 3rd in the AFC West, but yeah, that's still not the best, going 7-10 after a, 9-8 season, but 4,030 passing yards from Bryce Underwood, 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and 503 attempts, 344 completions. I don't know why I showed that in all of the sims and whatnot, but I did. I don't know why, but Bryce is now up to a 91, actually, year number 2. Well, at the end of the year number 2, even though they went 7-10, so, I mean, it's a little confusing, but I guess it's just accurate, I guess, but 370 yards on the ground for Bryce Underwood, 96 attempts, 3.9 average yards per carry, 4 touchdowns. And in the Super Bowl, the Los Angeles Rams would take home the Super Bowl, beating the Ravens 20-17, and no hardware this year for Bryce Underwood, however. Now in year number 3 here, Bryce is now up to a 91 overall. As we saw last year, still a superstar, this time at the age of 22, and the Chargers are now up to an 88 overall. And it looks like they're going to be crazy as they have a 93 overall on offense. That's absolutely insane. Let's get into this year, as the Chargers will finish 9-8, 3rd in the AFC West, but they clinch a playoff spot, but they get the last playoff spot, finishing 7th in the league. And as for Bryce, he threw for 3,952 yards on 473 attempts for 316 completions, 30 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. And on the ground here, he would run for 459 yards on 105 attempts, 4.4 average yards per carry, and 5 touchdowns. And in the first round of the playoffs, they are going to be playing the number 2 seeded Tennessee Titans. In the Super Bowl here in year number 3, the Cincinnati Bengals would take home the Super Bowl, beating the Seattle Seahawks 31-27. No hardware once again for Bryce either. And Bryce seems to just keep on progressing as he is now a 94 here in year number 3. And huge season here from the Chargers as they finish first in the league, the AFC, first in the AFC West too, obviously, and they finish 13-4. They get the 1 seed in the playoffs. Well, obviously they will. Whatever. 3,878 yards from Bryce, 29 touchdowns to 8 interceptions this year. On the ground, though, 370 yards, 77 carries, 4.8 average yards per carry, and a touchdown on the ground. But actually, I just want to see who they play in the first round before I continue this simulation. Who do they play in the first round? I don't know if I like this animation or not that they have at the beginning of the season, but they're going to play the Browns that defeated their rivals, the Bengals, 31-32 in the divisional round. And this year, the Chargers are going to make it all the way as they're going to play the Green Bay Packers in the 2031 Super Bowl, which, what would that be, Super Bowl 66, maybe? I think is what it is. But yeah, they're going to be playing the Packers. Let's get into that. I do play Super Bowls. I don't play any other games, just Super Bowl, and it's just simulation, by the way. I just want to add that. It is not me actually playing it, but here we go. Let's get into it here. I just want to take a look at the animation really quick.
Of the National Football League.
Okay, so after that, there was for some reason no commentary after that, but there is Jordan Love. No clue what any of the other guys are. I'm a Packers fan, which it's 2031. You can't blame me. But there was Bryce. I'm pretty sure, I have no clue, honestly. But there is Bryce versus Jordan Love, 19 versus 10. It looks like we're in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We sure are, the home of the Falcons, which are also my second favorite team. So that's actually pretty funny. But whatever. Don't ask why I have weird tastes in teams. Because of my parents. No, I'm just kidding. I love my parents. Shout out my parents. They're cool people. But anyway, Super Bowl 66. I'm going to say it. Super Bowl 66 against the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's get into it. Will Bryce Underwood take home the Super Bowl, or will the Packers? I don't know who to cheer for. I like both teams. Well, actually, I don't really care for the Chargers. But anyway, let's get into the game. 7-0. The Green Bay Packers start out very quick, but the Chargers get a quick field goal here. This is going to be a low-scoring game. 10-3, though, here. Okay, at the end of the first half, it's going to be the Packers, up 10-3, but it's now 16-13. The Chargers can come back. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. It was 19-13, but the Packers come back and win the Super Bowl 20-19 in 2031. Heartbreaker for Bryce and the Los Angeles Chargers. Man, I mean, this makes me happier. What? This makes me happy as a Packers fan, but as for the career simulation, I don't. There's Bryce. Oh, I just put install on the Woundier. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy.
I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
But, oh well, all you can do is bounce back. But now at year number 5, I'm pretty sure Bryce is now 24 years old at a 96 overall, as you saw. And, yeah. I don't know why he's a field general, by the way. He should be an improviser. I mean, scrambling's up to a 90, but whatever. Anyway, year number 5, Chargers 10-7, 4th in the AFC West. No, 1st in the AFC West. Also, I said West because I don't know why. But anyway, as for stats, we're just going to ignore that. 3,976 yards on 30 touchdowns and 9 interceptions on the season. As for rushing, first of all, big season from Omarion Hampton, 1,470 yards, 20 touchdowns, but 405 yards on the ground for Bryce and 2 touchdowns on 4.7 average yards per carry. And speaking of carries, it was 87 carries on the ground, but just an insane season from Omarion Hampton. I just wanted to highlight that for whatever reason, but the Chargers have the Ravens in the first round. Let's get into it. Should have clarified, I meant the simulation, but in the first round, we would beat the Ravens 28-25, but then we would lose in the divisional round 20-17 to the Jets. And in the Super Bowl, it's going to be the Falcons and the Bengals. And Michael Penix Jr. leads the Falcons to their first Super Bowl in 2032, beating the Bengals 33-27. And once again this year, no awards for Bryce Underwood. Next year, though, something weird happened. Bryce is up to a 97, but he is down to star dev for some reason. I mean, yeah, actually, no, I was going to say he's at regression age. No, this is like your prime age. It's not your regression age. He lost it at Super Bowl week. Didn't even play in the Super Bowl. I find that just a bit confusing, but all his, what are they called, ratings, I don't know why I couldn't think of what it was called, but yeah, they're all up, which is weird, but on this year, 9-8 for the Chargers. I think a spider just landed on me. That's scary. But anyway, they're going to play the Chargers in the first round of the playoffs. There we go. In the first round of the playoffs, they are the 3rd seed. The Ravens are the 6th seed, but 4,411 yards, 34 touchdowns to 5 interceptions for Bryce. That's just insane. And for some reason, guess what? He's still a star dev. But now he is up to a 98, 99 with the morale boost, which I find that so weird. Why did that happen? I don't know why that happened. Looking at his progression history, I don't know why that happened. He literally got better in some stats. But anyway, on the ground, 430 yards from Bryce, 63 attempts, 5.2 average yards per carry to 3 touchdowns on the season. But in the Super Bowl here, the Giants would take home the Super Bowl, beating the Jaguars 42-23. And once again, no awards for Bryce Underwood. But in the playoffs, I did not take a picture of it. That is on me, and I cannot look at it. And also, that's kind of cool. Oh, no, never mind. I can look at it. I was going to say something else, but whatever. But they would lose in the divisional round here. Sorry, not the divisional, the wild card round, 20-7 to the Baltimore Ravens. But still a 98 with star dev here at the start of year number 7. On the season, though, 13-4 season from the Chargers. Second in the AFC. First in the AFC West, but they were going to be playing the 7th seed Titans in the first round, or I guess I should say the wild card round of the Super Bowl playoffs. I don't even know if that's the right term. I'm too much of a hockey guy, but 4,205 yards from Bryce, 34 touchdowns to 37 interceptions to 4 touchdowns. Holy starter there, but anyway, we're just going to ignore that. We're just going to go on. But 372 yards on the ground from Bryce Underwood on 75 carries, 5 average yards per carry, and 1 touchdown. Should I have deleted that last voice clip? Maybe. But anyway, we're just going to ignore that. First round of the playoffs, 27-13 loss to the Titans. And they're going to go all the way to the Super Bowl. Also, this team was 9-8, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I made that up, honestly. But anyway, Philadelphia Eagles will beat the Tennessee Titans 28-13. And now Bryce, finally 99, is out of star dev. He is now Superstar X Factor. He's back up to a Superstar X Factor. Obviously, he got it at Super Bowl week, whatever. But yeah, anyway, whatever. That is cool. Also, traits. Forgot to say, let me know if you want traits added. But first seed in the AFC for the Los Angeles Chargers, they went 14-3, which, yeah, speaking of traits, let me know if you want to see traits this in my next career scene. I already did a Keelan Russell one. I haven't done the Madden file yet. Here's a look at his stats if you want to see him. By the way, I might not. I don't know, so pause to see if you want. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, traits. If you want to see specific traits for people, make sure to let me know, because I want to make this as realistic as possible. But anyway, first round of the playoffs, we are going to be playing the number 4 seed Steelers to beat the Colts 28-26. But anyway, in the Super Bowl, it's going to be the Titans and the Giants. But we're going to beat the Steelers in the divisional round 38-34. And then in the AFC Championship, we're going to lose to the Titans once again, this time 29-35, and in the AFC Championship, not the wild card round. So it's less embarrassing, hooray! But they're going to be playing, what was it, the Giants, right? Yeah, it was the Giants, but yeah. Anyway, let's see who it was. It's going to be the Giants taking home the Super Bowl, 17-9. No hardware for Bryce, unfortunately, though. Almost at the age of 30 here, but Bryce is still a 99 at year 9. That's a cool thing. But Omaha, I haven't seen this X Factor. Just wanted to point that out. It's not important. Anyway, this year the Chargers would go 10-7 on the season, 6th in the AFC West. No, sorry, 6th in the AFC, 2nd in the AFC West. I always mix it up. But anyway, they're going to be playing the Bills, that number 3 seed in the playoffs. And anyway, as for Bryce, 4,361 yards on 33 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. I like that. 333. Let's go. We like that. We all like repeating numbers. But yeah, whatever. I just want to see. I think he won MVP this year, maybe. I want to see that. Bo Nix is on a Browns, which did not know that happened. That's crazy. But there's a look at Bo Nix in a Browns jersey. I don't know why I showed that, but I did. I guess past me just wanted to show that, but whatever. 4,361 yards, 33 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. As for Bo, though, he threw 4,448 yards, 30 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. So I think he actually might win MVP. But on the ground for Bryce here, 414 yards on the ground, 66 attempts, 4.8 average yards per carry to 5 touchdowns. And yeah, this season they would lose in the AFC Championship to the Indianapolis Colts 28-20. But anyway, here it's going to be the Colts and the Panthers. As we saw, we lost to the Colts, which, yeah, obviously that's a no shit moment. But anyway, here 20-10, the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl. And I already got the notification. Bryce Underwood has won NFL MVP. Let's go. Finally, some hardware for Bryce. Anyway, new contract here for Bryce, as you would sign a 6-year deal with the Chargers on $362 million total. And yeah, in year 10, still a 99 overall with Superstar X Factor. And as for the Chargers, they are 90 overall if you wanted to see that. This year, though, the Chargers would finish 2nd in the AFC West. Finally got it right, 12-5 on the season, 5th in the AFC West. And I messed it up again. Oh, well, okay, anyway, here, 5th in the AFC 2nd in the AFC West. I suck at speaking. 5th seed, though, obviously, as we saw, they're going to be playing the Browns. 4,110 yards on the season here, 233 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 551 yards on the ground, 111 attempts, 5 average yards per carry, and 7 touchdowns. And they're actually going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl here in year number, 10? I'm pretty sure, yeah, 10. And they're going to be playing the Panthers. Here we go at the Super Bowl. Let's get into it. Super Bowl, I ain't even gonna count. I'm not gonna lie. I do not know. I have no clue, but it's going to be 7-7 after the second here. Can they go up? They're gonna go up at halftime, 14-10, 21-10. Can we win a Super Bowl this year? It's 18-21. They can tie it up with a field goal. Are they gonna do it? They're gonna take the lead. The Chargers might looking for a comeback. They're gonna lose again. The Chargers are going to lose their 2nd Super Bowl. Bryce is yet to win a Super Bowl. That really sucks. That really, really sucks. This time it's not for my favorite team. Oh, well, I'm just kidding. But anyway, yep, that sucks for Bryce. Let's get into next year. Remember, bounce back years. 99 overall still for Bryce Underwood at the age of 30. Ooh, they got Ohio State. That is not how you say Ohio. I said that like a British person. Ohio State, Michigan quarterback room. But the Chargers are now in 88 here at year, 11, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Chargers would go 10-7 this season. They're going to be playing their rivals, the Las Vegas Raiders, who also went 10-7 this season. 3rd seed versus 6th seed, which the Chargers are the 6th seed, which obviously you knew that. But 4,632 yards from Bryce. It might be another MVP season, but 30 touchdowns to 5 interceptions for him, 570 yards on the ground for 101 carries, 5 average yards per carries, 5 touchdowns. And then now they are going to be back in the Super Bowl. As for the Chargers, they're going to be back in the Super Bowl is what I meant. Well, oh my gosh, I suck at speaking. I'm so sorry. It's been a long day. I'm still kind of sick. I'm just better. That's why I said that at the beginning of the video, as you knew. But anyway, let's get into his 2nd Super Bowl in the 2nd year. And I meant second Super Bowl in 2 years, but let's get into it here. We are in Raymond James Stadium. I live near Tampa, which I shouldn't say that, but who cares? Anyway, here, 7-10 here. Oh, no, this might not be good. 7-17 at halftime. That's not good. 7-24. Oh, no. 7-31. It just doesn't get better. That's going to be the final score. 31-13. Heartbreaker for Bryce. Once again, second Super Bowl loss in 10 years. Oh, gosh. Now they have to make it back to the Super Bowl. Oh, no, this might not be good. This is scary. The Gatorade just looks so atrocious in this game, by the way. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be at 31-13. The San Francisco Niners beat the Los Angeles Chargers. And that's their second loss in 2 years for the Bryce Underwood. For the Chargers, not for Bryce Underwood. For Bryce Underwood and the Chargers. But still a 99 overall here for Bryce at year number 12, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it would be 11 plus 1. I'm pretty smart. No, I'm not. That's a lie. But anyway, he has 4 years left on his contract. I don't know why I showed that, honestly. Some things I don't know why I show. I just do. But 12-5 on the season. They're going to be playing the Houston Texans, the number 4 seed in the wild card round. But as for Bryce, as for stats, 4,066 yards for 26 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Well, that's a really good season. Also, I don't know how we didn't win MVP last year. I just want to say that. I don't even know. It's just confusing. But anyway, 417 yards on the ground for Bryce, 88 carries, 4.7 average yards per carry for 4 touchdowns. And guess what? The Chargers are back in the Super Bowl. 5 seed versus 6 seed. Let's get into it. Hopefully they win it this time. Here we go, third Super Bowl in 3 years here. Here we go now. Let's get off to a good start. Okay, good start. I don't think we've ever had a lead in a Super Bowl, and maybe we'll choke it away again. No, we're not. We're up 7-10. We're up 17-10. Sorry, 17-7. But anyway, 24-7. Oh my gosh, we might actually win a Super Bowl. We're actually going to win a Super Bowl. We're actually finally. Oh my gosh. Bryce Underwood has finally broken the curse. He has won a Super Bowl with the Chargers, 34-14. They have finally beat a team in the Super Bowl, this one being the Falcons. I guess they're just still cursed. Actually, no, they're not cursed because they just won a Super Bowl in this sim. But Jim Harbaugh, he stuck it out the entire time. He's been here since, 2024, right? Because he won the Super Bowl with, oh yeah, I'm just realizing he coached a Michigan quarterback, which he played at Michigan, or coached at Michigan, sorry. Not played at Michigan. I don't know if he actually played at Michigan or not, but whatever, who cares? But there's Commissioner Roger Goodell giving, that is Jim Harbaugh. I'm kind of stupid, but anyway, yeah, what a game it was. What a game. But yes, this year Bryce would take home Super Bowl MVP, which is super good. Finally gets at least some hardware, which he has an MVP and an offensive rookie of the year. I think he'll be fine. But yeah, now at 32 years old, Bryce is actually still a 99 overall with Superstar X Factor. And I guess the Chargers are cursed, as this season, right after winning a Super Bowl, they're going to go 8-9 and miss 3 seeds away from making the playoffs. But anyway, as for Bryce, 4,051 yards on the season, 28 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. And on the ground for him, 437 yards to 88 carries to 5 average yards per carry to 7 touchdowns. And in the Super Bowl here, the Lions will win the Super Bowl, beating the Cincinnati Bengals 39-36. I don't even know how, but Bryce Underwood is just maintaining a 99 even at 33. Usually players just regress after 28, but 8-9 again for the Los Angeles Chargers, last in the AFC West, 9th in the AFC, but yeah, unfortunate. As for Bryce, 3,640 yards, 29 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So he's getting worse. His overall isn't, but he's kind of getting worse. But 471 yards on the ground, 93 attempts, 5.1 average yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. Once again, year 15, Bryce is still a 99. And this year, Bryce would shock everybody, going 11-6, which that's not really a shocker. I mean, it was kind of a shocker that they've sucked, actually. But they're second in the playoffs, or they have the second seed in the playoffs. I find that a bit confusing. But 3,847 yards for Bryce, 26 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, which, I mean, yeah, I guess he's going down in yards every year. But, I mean, his interceptions are going down, so he's not getting worse. But 566 yards on the ground to 189 carries, 5.2 average yards per carry to 2 touchdowns. And in the Super Bowl, 17-9, the Falcons beat the Steelers. And once again, no awards for Bryce. And we're finally going to see some regression here at year 16. At 35 years old, he is down to a 98 overall. And yeah, he still has his Superstar X Factor with him. This year, the Chargers would finish 8-9 on the season, finishing 2 seeds away from making the playoffs. But yeah, there you go, 8-9. But 3,943 yards from Bryce, 36 touchdowns, 400. He's either like insanely good or insanely bad in so many different categories. But 467 yards on the ground for Bryce Underwood to 90 attempts, 5.2 average yards per carries to 5 touchdowns. And in the Super Bowl here, it would be 24-16 Lions. And once again, no awards. Bryce would then go on to sign a 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Chargers worth $48.6 million. And in what can possibly be his final year, the Chargers will finish 11-6 on the season, second in the AFC, which, I mean, yeah, everybody finished 11-6. Whatever. I hate my cuts. Anyway, who cares? Anyway, 3,652 passing yards from Bryce Underwood to 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So, yeah, he's definitely not doing the best. But 517 yards on the ground for 109 carries to 4.7 average yards per carries and 3 touchdowns on the season. And in the Super Bowl, it's going to be the Lions and the Texans. And in the divisional round, they're going to be losing to the Steelers, who lost to the Texans 21-14, and in that Super Bowl, it would be the Texans winning it against the Lions 21-7. Once again, I thought that was Jawan Jennings for a second. Okay, sorry, I got carried away, but yeah, 21-7. Houston Texans beat the Detroit Lions. That's not how you say Texans, but anyway, here year number 17, I'm pretty sure. Bryce is nowhere to be found. Or I guess it's year 20 in the NFL because it's been 3 years, but yeah, looking at it, yeah, no, he's just not here. He must have retired. And yes, at the age of 36, after 17 seasons in the NFL, Bryce Underwood would officially retire from the NFL. Here's a look at his records that he broke. He broke the career record in passing yards, 69,360, 523 for passing touchdowns, too. So, yeah, he had 523, obviously, but he didn't have any season records. He didn't have any game records. He didn't have any rookie season records. Nor did he have any game records, or rookie game records, I'm sorry. But anyway, that's going to be it for Bryce Underwood's Madden and college football career. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, goodbye. Also, check out my Twitch.